Before we begin this video, I would like to take the time to say that the thoughts and opinions expressed herein are not from MMOHuts, Bottom Tier, myself, Colton, the People's Democratic Republic of Congo, or the Moon. Thank you and enjoy the video.
Warning. Anything past this point shit just gets bananas. It's crazy. Viewer discretion is advised.
We ballin', boy. We ballin', boy. Man, look at the haters, they don't like it. We ballin', boy. Jay, look at the haters, they don't like it.
Welcome to Bottom Tier, everybody. We're here and we're
doing
a
something
very special game.
Something special and fun. We're playing Drift Girls.
I wish that I weren't. This game, it's the first day that I moved to this city, and somehow I got caught in an argument with a punk. So this game was sent to us by
the boss, the big boss.
The big boss man, and if you can't tell from the screen that's in front of you right in this exact moment what this game is, I have a feeling you'll figure it out pretty quickly.
It's not hard to comprehend what is going on.
It makes my face hurt. I've never before ever thought in my life that I would encounter
Fast and the Furious
and like
Dating Sim Edition.
Yes, essentially, because that's what this is. You go around, I'm adjusting the volume because Christ knows I could not feel clean playing this game at max volume in front of friends and family.
I'm going to tell you, it was really awkward playing it around mine.
Yeah. Jason had the good fortune to play it in front of his grandmother.
That was...
And when we get into a race, I'm going to pipe in actual game audio because my phone capture did not capture any of the magnificent wondrous
Glorious
audio that is accompanying this game, with voice acting executed with all of the skill of Marlon Brando eating a peanut butter sandwich.
And gravel. It sounds like they got, like, C-string, like, third-tier porn stars to voice the N-Race audio. And I really hope you get to hear what I mean.
Yeah, you will. I'm going to put in audio, so you should be hearing some in this race. And you know what? For now, let's just let the audio do the talking.
As you can see, Colt sucks.
Yeah, this was the first time I played the game. I was still learning the mechanics. This is the tutorial race.
I was amazing right out of the gate.
It sounds like I'm still trying to learn her mechanics. It really is. Now, I will say this about the game. The actual racing segments are pretty well done. They're challenging and fun. It's actually a neat little driving game, but all of the sound effects and obligatory fan service are horrifying and could be done without.
And when you get to later parts of the game, having sex with the girls that you're dating is very important. Because apparently in this magical fairyland, sex with women equals stat boosts to your car.
To quote the game's actual canon, it seems like when you reach a certain point, the car wants to perform better to impress the girl. Actually not lying. It will pop up on the screen at some point in this video. I wish that I were making that up. And everyone in this game, to the exception of two people, have enormous soccer ball tits.
No, there's a couple less. A couple of, like, ambi cups.
It's not... Jason, you're talking about the two goldfish in a pond full of kois, alright? And then I got Facebook notifications, probably because people are horrified that this game syncs with Google Plus and Facebook. So I had to actively tell it not to post my achievements in this game, or that I was ever playing it ever.
Please don't tell anyone I played this game. I hate that I found myself playing it a lot.
Yeah, it's the racing parts and the leveling up the cars is actually kind of fun. Had it just been a game about driving and leveling up the cars, I'd probably still be playing it right now.
I would not have. I would have gotten bored and quit.
Yeah, well. I'm a repetitive person, I guess. Now, this is Check Flag, the man who...
The biggest loser in all of Racing Town.
And quite possibly the dumbest nickname for an individual.
But it's checkered flag, and it implies that he wins all the time.
Except he never does ever.
Except he sucks really bad.
He drives...
You suck, check flag.
Okay, let's dial it back.
Fuck you, check flag.
I'm having to hold Jason back right now. You can't see it.
Beat your ass.
It's
in
less
a race.
holding him back and more aggressively groping Jason.
Please quit. This world is like Yu-Gi-Oh, where instead of everyone solves their problems with a children's card game, they all partake in the Fast and the Furious.
Yes.
Racetown Drift.
I really was stunned by the dynamics of it.
The lack of pants.
The lack of pants, yes, really, it brought it on home for me. Now, and the thing that bothers me about this game too is that it's hugely not pay to win, but it's pay to play. Like,
eventually, you'll reach a point where if you're not spending money,
you're not progressing.
The game becomes almost impossible to proceed. I've been stuck on the Chapter 7 boss race for about a week now. Darren got through it, and I don't know how. I suspect he cheated.
I suspect that he did more than cheat.
He seems like the shady kind of individual.
I don't want to imply on the grounds that I was asked to at least keep a somewhat level head. I don't want to imply what I think that Darren was doing. But by implying,
we know what you did.
But by implying that I know what Darren was doing, and then saying I don't want to say it, I have left a very clear image of what Darren was doing in the viewer's mind. So you guys, you sleep tight with that. You
have fun with that.
Well, how was your sleep last night? Did you enjoy the last night of sleep you're ever gonna get? The mental images I'll have left you with by the time this is done. Hoo boy.
You are ill prepared for this video.
It's gonna be far beyond the might of any kind of ointment or cream.
Though I do have to say, while Check Flag is a big old giant jackhole...
Why are his eyes red like he's perpetually crying?
That or he's doing meth perpetually.
If I were Checkered Flag, I'd be perpetually
I would be crying too.
Yeah, it's...
But I feel like I like the decal on his car, though, the big-ass octopus.
Okay, now this is worth mentioning. This is a date segment that I'm going to do.
This is really a thing that you do.
Yep.
And an important thing that you do.
You pick a place, and water sport is where we're going to go.
We're not talking about Primal Rage.
Now, what I was saying earlier, and this is worthy of going back to, is that, like I said, it becomes very pay-to-play after a while. After a certain point, the game uses fuel, which you can see the blue meter at the top of my screen at this exact moment, 379 out of 418. The better your car is, the more fuel it uses. And the more that you race, the more fuel you use. And when you run out of fuel, you can't race anymore.
But what you do when you level up, you do get all your fuel back, and it increases your fuel capacity.
But that takes a lot longer the farther you get in the game.
Yes, the start of the game, it's fine, and it's good. But the more you play, the lengthier that stretch of time becomes.
And then the big thing about that, too, is when you can get fuel tanks sometimes as drops, which will obviously give you some of your fuel back if you expend them. But you'll get to a point where, even with fuel tanks, if you're going to either have to spend money to keep playing or it's a daily grind.
Because you will lose and lose and lose.
And the thing I especially don't like about this game that really kind of struck a chord with me was that it has push notifications. For those of you who are uninitiated in the cell phone community, push notifications are sort of like when your phone lets you know you have a text message, except that every single push notification for this game is borderline sexual harassment.
They really are.
Hey,
I think
Jason,
Please go back.
hey, I got a new part for your car. Go drill it in. Please go drill it in.
Please go away. Please go away and never return. I actually think I have a screenshot of one of them on my phone. I'll have to look. But the higher tier the girl is, because there are tiers of girls.
Yep, as you can see, every row of girl is another...
No,
I said of girl like they're bags of rice. I didn't...
Well, that's not really accurate. Most of the first page is pretty much tier 1. towards the bottom of it. Oh, and yes, if they don't like your car, that affects the date too, and
they'll make fun of you if your car is shit.
If your car is poop.
They will make fun of you, and
I have a tier 2 girl.
Flick your junk as you walk by, like
Riveting.
right on the head. Like it's bad. They're laughing at you. They're mean. Those girls are mean. They're vicious. The sad part is I'm probably not making up too much on the high tier of things. I haven't been to that in the game yet.
They
send your emails to.
Like I have at the present point of the game, I'm not really playing it much anymore because Final Fantasy 14 stole my soul. I have a 4-star card of 6, and one of the tier 4 girls goes, I guess this car is okay. Like my Lamborghini, she compares it to like a 1986 Yugo. It's really kind of depressing.
Now, you do unlock cash, which lets you do things in the game, but you never get enough to really make it worthwhile.
And the stuff you buy with it's always random.
And then dating girls, there's always like to do the date segments, which also help you level up. So if you run out of fuel, but you have a lot of coin or cash stocked up, you can date girls to get your XP up and hopefully level. But the problem with that is there are timers on dating a girl, and the higher tier the girl is, the more time you have to wait. On a tier 2 girl,
it's like 5 minutes.
There's like a 5-minute timer.
Sometimes
and so
even longer.
Everything in this game screams everything that's wrong with microtransaction, because you can pay money to kill that timer immediately. And so everything is gated.
The difficulty curve is ridiculous.
No, the difficulty curve is fucking obnoxious. I hit a race where, like, you're paired against... Oh, yeah, it's a level... Well, this is a Chapter 5 race, so you're only, like, maybe a third of the way through the game.
Yeah, it's about right, about a third.
Assuming there are 15 chapters.
It's like 12, 13, I think.
And you have a level 3 car at best if you're not spending money. And on top of... Or grinding like a motherfucker. And then on top of that... They're like, yeah, so you want to get the mechanic's phone number because she gives a lot of good stats and everything.
Oh, right.
But here's her level 6 car that you have to beat. And it's beatable, but it's obnoxiously hard. And it has kind of like a rock band system for how drifts work. So, and I'll explain this now, and I probably should have went over this when we were doing the tutorial race to explain why I was doing so poorly. Because I did eventually get good at this game. So the goal is, as your car passes over those yellow lines, you want to hit the button that coincides with the direction of the turn. Now, you want to do it when your car is halfway over the line. So in an ideal world, you would do it right before your back tires hit the line. And there's like 3 ratings. There's our mechanic, by the way. You just go ahead and drink that in for a moment, then I'll finish. We good? Thank you. That's not me editing. The game did that. I'm not... This is not magic that I'm doing where I'm boxing in her boobies. This is the game
this really
entirely
tells
doing that.
Everything you need to know about the game.
That was the game summed up in 10 seconds.
Good talk.
But yeah, so...
We can go get some burritos now.
Hell yeah, burritos sound good as shit right now. Real talk. So, the thing about it is... so you want to hit it as your back tires are getting ready to go over the line. And there are 4 grades of success you can get.
Bad, miss.
There's or 6, I guess. Well, let's count them. There's miss, bad, good, great, crazy. So 5.
Yes.
Crazy almost never happens. Oh, and there's the banker. Not the banker woman, but she owns...
She's a car saleswoman.
She owns a car sales place. And
apparently no matter how much money she makes, she cannot button her dress up.
Not even a little, no. But then again, that's probably how she makes those sales.
Hey, whatever you gotta do to make that money.
Alright, women, send your emails to shido.ishmael@gmail.com. Ow!
You deserved that.
So, it's almost impossible to get crazy. Which is ridiculous because, like, in every other timing-based game, it's super easy. And the better your score or the better your rating when you time each drift, it, gives you speed boosts. So the difficult, and then it only gets harder as you go. The windows get smaller.
There are races like the online races where you could hit crazy, or even some of the boss races. You can hit crazy on every single turn and still not be good enough to win.
Yeah.
That makes my feelings hurt, because I'm already mediocre at best. Though I did beat Hannah before Colton. That's neither here nor
Jason
there.
tells me, when I started playing the game, this is a small funny aside. Jason tells me, I got crazy in a race once. And on like my 5th race ever of playing the game. Jason's already on chapter like 4 at this point. My 4th race ever playing in the game. I just got crazy 3 times in a row. And he was mad as fuck.
I wasn't really surprised because Colton only plays rhythm games because those are the only games he's any good at.
No argument there. That's true. 100% true.
That is 100%
like
true.
if you challenge me to tic-tac-toe, checkers, any of that, nope, not gonna do it. If you Madden, you can have it. But see me on Guitar Hero and I will force feed you your asshole. And it was fun.
I feel like I should point out on the dates, you can go backwards in dating. You can lose points. Not only saying the wrong things, because each girl has their own air quotes personality,
but taking them to places they don't like to go,
or taking them to the same place twice in a row.
Yeah, so
that is
so
bad.
Just like dating real women, it actually becomes an arbitrary guessing game.
And this is where you would send your emails to Coltron XL
at hotmail.com. Actually, send your emails to Darren at MMOHuts.
No. I don't want to lose my job over this game.
Jason, you knew this was a roll of the dice from the moment he said, "Why don't you guys play Drift Girls?"
I could feel the pink slip being mailed to my house. But you have lots of different dating options. Well, I use the word lots in air quotes because when you start dating, it's really kind of limited. Much like real dating.
But much like real life, once women see that you can drive, they immediately become enamored with you.
Yes, apparently that is real life.
That's all it takes.
So this is really the anime version of Fast and the Furious.
Yes,
the takeaway.
That's all it took. I mean, Sarah saw that I could drive a car. She goes, "Oh my god, I can drive a car too. No way." Like, that's not even remotely. Don't. Moving on.
I can't wait for Sarah to see this video. Colton's gonna get powerbombed through his floor.
Neither can I. A huge ass audio spike.
But you could definitely say the wrong things, or like, not all girls want soda at the movie theater.
Some girls don't drink soda.
That's weird.
They're weird. I hate them. Tell them I hate them.
I don't even know what to say about this game.
There's
I wrote
so
a review
many,
on it, and I don't even know what to say.
So many problems. I'm having
this is an appropriate time to talk about this. When you're on a screen, like the main screen with your girl on it,
yeah,
you can move them up and down the screen.
Yeah, so you don't have to look them in the eye and they don't
Right.
see the disgusting shame that you constantly feel while playing this game.
It's really, and it's only funny because Hannah, the mechanic, takes you through that little tutorial where she says, "Oh, by the way, you can touch them." Let's let that sink in.
Oh, good.
You can touch them, or you can move them up and down the screen.
Oh, good. Touching them makes them just say a random quote or sound effect.
They say "bustin' makes me feel good."
They do. That's what I heard they say.
Yes, they go watch the 1980s classic Ghostbusters. I don't know. I got nothing.
That's all I got, Coach. This game is really difficult to talk about because there is not a lot going on here in all of the worst ways.
Like the racing at its core is not bad, but the
rest of the game that surrounds the core racing and the difficulty curve. You know what? Just fuck it. Here, let's for a moment, just pretend that you had
Must we?
You had to play Super Mario Brothers, okay, on the Nintendo. You wanted to play that game. Okay, I'm going to give you an accurate description of how this works. Let's say you're playing Super Mario on the Nintendo, and you get past the first level. Okay. You get past the first world.
Okay.
Second world, doing good. After the third world, they replace it with Super Mario Bros. 2, The Lost Levels.
Oh, like World 9-1?
And someone loads that shit in Mario Maker and just throws a bunch of extra shit in there for no reason. Like there's what's the dude on the cloud? Lakitu. Okay, and he follows you, and he follows you, and every time that you jump, he crams a spiny up your taint. That's exactly what this game gets like.
Oh, hey, it's
post
Flick
Chapter
D.
6. Oh yeah, see, I told you there was dick flicking in this game.
There we go.
Dick, comma flick is in this game. Not
Should
even.
I race him?
No, don't. That sounds
you're
dangerous.
But you're gonna.
That doesn't sound safe.
Boss battle.
Okay, now here's the boss battle. Let's for a moment pretend I'm not playing a game that's overtly pornographic. Initial D music in 2, 1. Nope, the sound effects are still fucking with me. Can't do it.
Every time I see that face on the screen, I know I am slipping closer and closer to hell.
It's when I see the achievement unlocked for being bad. Nitro used 10 times. I think I actually barely win this race.
Oh my goodness.
No, I lost.
No, you did not win. Well, YouTube, it's been fun. I feel like our account's gonna find... This is gonna be the one that gets our account pulled. This is gonna be the one that bans us.
Somebody let them there weeaboos play that racing girl game. Don't you know you don't bring a woman in a car, feller? That's why it's not rally racing, because they're...
I don't believe it.
I done unlocked the General Lee.
Well, now the entire South hates us.
Yep, bye South.
Bye, South. It's been fun. As one final thought, you also can have friends who play this game. Like, you see the little pink, like, looks like almost like an after dinner mint in the middle of the screen.
Yes.
Those are social points you get when you have friends.
Yes.
Friends don't let friends, I think, play this game together.
No.
But you can, in theory, use them to buy stuff.
No, Jason.
I'm still not sure what social points buy you.
You know what they don't buy you?
Oh, hey, there we go. Social car point box.
You know what they don't buy you, Jason? Let me tell you what they don't buy you.
Social points can't buy you love.
They don't. No, they can't buy you love. No. But you know what, Jason? You don't play this game with friends. You don't play it with anyone. Let me tell you where you play it. You play it alone in your closet with the lights off and a bottle of lotion half empty and a fifth of Jack. That's where you play it.
So that's where.
And you cry. You cry bitter tears. No.
Is that where you played
no. That's where. Look, this isn't about me. Okay,
no, this is about
that's
you.
where anyone plays it. If you're playing this game right now, that's where you are. You might not know that that's where you are, but that is where you live right now. Even if it's in the most dark corner of your mind, that is where you exist. A sad, lonely man. No, don't even say another word. Next time on bottom tier.
Are you good now? Are you good?
Okay. Sorry. Kind of
went off the handle.
I brought it.
Drifted off the handle.
I get.
I think I deserved that. Well, long story short, I deserved that.
Okay. Let's closing thoughts. So
if you like dating sims, you will probably enjoy this, being able to date sim on the go, I guess. You people are weird, but we love you anyways. Well, Colton doesn't. Colton hates you.
Okay. I feel like if you like racing games, which I do, I love racing games, actually.
He actually owns every NASCAR game ever printed.
I own a few of them, but I'm not particularly fond of NASCAR. More like Initial D Street Stage, which is almost what this reminded me of without all of the shifting down and shifting up and actually driving and that kind of thing. And you know, with that actually, Initial D is actually winnable. But closing thoughts, I guess it's not a terrible game if you like dating sims. They're not my cup of tea.
If you just want to waste a little time here and there,
the races are fun, and you can pretty much ignore the dating parts. But if you do, you're gonna lose. So like
a lot.
There's that. If you can swallow that tough pill, get it? Swallow. So it's a pretty decent game. I give it probably about a 6 out of 10. Arbitrary. I give it an arbitrary number out of a boring scale.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I enjoy it, but only in very small doses.
Sounds good. Next time on Bottom Tier.
We'll have something more fun next time, I promise.
You got it. Hey guys, thanks for joining us for this video. Thanks to MMOHuts for letting us prepare this video for them. If you liked what you saw, you can check out our channel, which is featured in the annotations here. We've played plenty of fun things. In fact, I'm going to throw up a link to us playing Ninja Turtles because that's super fun. So go check that out and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you keep it locked on MMOHuts for all your online gaming news and reviews.